Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Jonas. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 311 of the Level Up program and day number 21 of the Black Belt. If you're new to the program, this is all about my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table as well as practicing a blue-collar craps style of play. If you look in the chat on YouTube here, I have a link to the video that I put out the other night. See if you can click on that link towards the end of the video here, and that'll bring you right over to that. In the chat, we got Roger from OMC Craps checking in number 1. We got Jay Atkins, John Borland, OMC Craps again. Dustin One's back for a second day in a row. We got Red in Michigan who says the sun is shining right now and it's snowing. And we got Coach Joe from Illinois, Dice DJing Chris, old number 7. So good morning to all. On the kick side of things, we got nobody yet, but I'm sure somebody will be checking in. And we also got Joseph Ramus checking in on YouTube. Yeah, we're supposed to get a snowstorm on Thursday and on Sunday. We're supposed to get 3 to 6 inches, and I don't think we've had a snowstorm this entire winter that we've gotten at least 3 inches of snow or more. So this has been a very, very, very dry winter for us here in Wisconsin. And if you know anything about the Great Lakes and how the weather patterns go, it usually comes from up in Canada, comes down into Wisconsin, it goes right over the lake, right over to Red in the lower Michigan area there. So if we got snow coming Thursday and Sunday, Red, I'm sure you're going to get it as well. But now that we're done talking about snow, let's talk about craps. And we are going to go and try to get another $200 today for our goal. And we have got starting off at a $21.89 bankroll today, so we're going to try to get up to $2,400. Good morning, Seth on kick.com. And we're going to stick with the $15 pass line bet here. I'm kind of trying to wrap my head around things right now because I have a bunch of things going through my mind right now. Last night they had another episode on Roll to Win and Mid-Atlantic Craps, the training with Craig from Open Bay Craps. If you didn't check that out, make sure you check that out. They kind of did I don't want to say a recap video, but it was kind of a towards the end video. I think they're going to do one more session with Craig, and they'll probably call good with that. But make sure you check it out. Some good information that it comes up there. So also, if you haven't checked out Dice DJ's channel lately, he is doing his March Madness tournament. He has several of the videos out already, so make sure you go back and watch that. And a nice thing about that is you get to meet some of these people that you normally don't see. So you get to see them talking, going head against another person. So kind of neat to see. But let's get started here. $15 pass line bet. We'll call that all bets set. We've got 11 people on Crapsee, 14 people watching on YouTube, 4 likes, so make sure you give me that thumbs up on the way out. 3236 is our dice set to start today. That's the cousin 1 set of the 3V. And here we go. And we are starting off with a 4-5 hard 9 Big Daddy Mac. So 9 will be our first point. And KPI is engaged. And we'll enter that in Crapsee. And we have a $2,100, or what's our bankroll? $21.89 to start off with. So we're probably going to go with what we started with yesterday, which is that 128 across. So that is a 4-unit bet on all the open available numbers. So that's $20 on that 4, 5, and 10, 24 on that 6 and 8, 15 on the pass line bet. And what we'll do is we'll look for our first hit. And once we get that first hit, we'll do a 27 across pressure, and we'll probably pick up pass line odds at that time. And then after that second hit, we'll drop our bets down, we'll reduce our bets, we'll come down to either a 66 inside or a 60 outside. So we'll see how it goes once we get to that. We got Uncle Hoku checking in on YouTube as well. Good morning. Good morning. So all bets set here and dice out. By the way, that was a double pitch on that left die. That was a implosion on the right die. So again, 3, 2, 3, 6, and dice out. And today I really need to focus on that landing zone. Get consistent on the landing zone and energy of the dice. So those are the two things, landing zone and energy. And we got a 5-5 hard 10. That would be the Old Bay Bushel. Again, this table does have ears. We just talked about Craig in the intro here. And Craig shows up on the table. It's a 5-5 hard 10. That'll be our first box hit. That is a single pitch on that left die. That's an implosion on that right dice. So we have an implosion on the right, and a single pitch towards us on the left. So that is a safe result. Had to kind of do a little bit of a thinking process on that one, but we're gonna go 27 across pressure. And that is going to bring us to $25 on that 4, 5, and 10, 30 and a 6 and 8. So we're at that 160 cross bet level. Or if you want to think about it this way, this is the 5-unit bet level. And we're going to pick up $15 pass line odds, like I said. And good morning, Lazy Dog, checking in on YouTube. And all bets set here. Dice out. 3, 2, 3, 6. Landing zone and energy. Whoa, terrible, terrible throw, guys. It kind of did like a high baseball pitch or softball pitch arc, and we landed with a 167. So that was a terrible, terrible mechanical throw. I felt it as soon as it left the fingers, and unfortunately, we got a bad result from it. So we'll start it over again here, and we'll try to get some of that money back right away. I'm not going to really analyze the dice on that last throw because that was a mechanical issue. And kind of go over the rules of the rhythm rolling or what we're practicing here again, guys. And this is the rhythm rolling simplified, if you will. So this is not our advanced version, just a simplified version. And simplified because we're just using that 3V set. We're not going in between all the different sets. But what I'm looking for, I'm trying to answer these 4 questions. First of all, is there any deviations in my throw, posture, grip, release, landing zone, energy levels, which that last one definitely had. Second question I'm asking is there 3 or 4 on top? And if not, I need to roll the dice around so I can get them so they can consistently show a 3 or 4 on top. And number 3 question is there a warning result? So if it's a cousin 1 set has one set of warning results, cousin 2 sets has a different set, the opposite warning results. And the 4th question I ask myself, is that throw repeatable? So let's get back in here again. Let's go to a $15 pass line bet. We're going to start it over again. And I will hopefully keep the mechanics down good. We'll call that all bet set. We got Buckeye Slim checking in. You were the cooler again, yes. 3, 2, 3, 6. Dice out shooter number 2. Yesterday we had 4 shooters and 3 of them were good. We had finished out with a 16 roller. But 3 of the 4 were decent. And we got a 3, 5, 8. That is the great 8. So other than that one throw, the landing zone was there, and we really need to focus on that and hone things in. So that was a primary on the left side. That was an implosion on the right side, so that's a safe result. We did have a 3 on top, and that is a repeatable dice throw. So we're going to keep on doing this. 3, 2, 3, 6. We're going to go up 128 across bet level. That's a 4-unit level. $20 on a 4, 5, 9, and 10. 24 and that's 6. No pass line odds. And we will call that all bet sets. Stick with the 3, 2, 3, 6. Good morning, Waylon. Checking in on YouTube. And that left eye stuck. We got lucky. We have a 3, 2, Justice 5. So again, that'll be our first box hit on the shooter number 2 here. Waylon put out another video yesterday or this morning, I think it was, and he was talking about how it's one of his favorite bubble crap strategies. And then he kind of went on and said, hey, all my strategies can be toned down to bubble crap style. But the question I have on his is, it was starting off at a higher, no, how'd it go? He put $1 on each number. If it hit, he would go $2 on each number. If it hit, he'd go $3 on each number if it hit. If he didn't have a profit at the end of the row, he would go up one level. So it'd be 2, 4, 6, and then another level would be 3, 6, 9. Why wouldn't you start the other way around and do it kind of a drawdown style way? And that's the one thing I was wondering about. You know, so start at 3. Go 2, 3, 2, 1 on your honor roll. So that way, if you know you get past that 0.7 out, you know, the longer the roll goes, it seems like it's going to be a lesser chance that it's going to continue. So that way you get your money in the beginning rather than at the end. So just a thought. I don't know. I was going to put that in the comments, but I did not. Anyhow, we'll call this all bets set here. And dice out. 3, 2, 3, 6. Last one's a primary and an explosion of the dice. You could do rebuys on this table, on the table that we have, Uncle Hoku. It says that you can do rebuys. I think I have it set up as unlimited rebuys, so if it's not that way, someone else comment in the chat here if the rebuy option is turned off for you. Say so. And we have a 5-2-7. Damn it. So 2 shooters in a row. And that one was a good throw, a good landing zone, good energy. Dice did split apart a little bit, but nothing really terrible. So that is a mysterious throw for me there. So, yeah, you should be... Are you on the correct table for me, Uncle Hoku? That would be my question. If you go to the live tab and you press the blue collar craps live stream on Crapsee, that's where you should find the table that we're using today. And I can look up the table code right now. I think I can. No, I can't. It doesn't let me do that because it doesn't have a table code anymore when you go on the live stream tab. So go on the live stream tab. And you already have that one, the Dallas drop down. I do remember that video, but let's start this over again, guys. We're going to ladder up one time here. So we're going to go with a $30 pass line bet this time. So Roger has 1 rebuy, and I have 1 rebuy on mine also. I thought I had unlimited rebuys on this table that I set up, but okay, we'll go all bet set here. And dice out. Here we go. A little bit short in that landing zone. We got OMC craps, all the dots in all the spots, midnight. So that is unfortunate for me because I did not do a craps check on this one. Yeah, I thought when I set this table up I had it unlimited, but apparently there's only 1 rebuy. So I apologize for that. 3, 2, 3, 6. And we're actually going to switch it on. We're going to go 3, 6, 3, 2. We're going to go to cousin 2 version. And again, we're going to go $30 on that pass line one more time here. We have substantially got hit today. We got $180 taken away twice already, plus that $30 loss on that pass line. Come on, right there. So we'll go all bet set and dice out. 3, 6, 3, 2. I kind of pulled it a little bit when I threw the dice, but we have a 2, 4, 6, the Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So 6 will be our point for this shooter number 3. Good morning, Mike. 85 Bears checking in. And that was an implosion on that left die. That was a double pitch on the right die, so that is a safe result. We'll stick with the cousin two set, 3-6-3-2. We're going to go again. I was going to go 128 across. What's 156 or 256 will go now. So we're just going to double up our bets. So let's get $40 on a 4, 5, 9, and 10. 48 on that 8. We'll go $15 in pass line odds. And we'll call that a bet set. 17 people playing at Crapsee, 20 people watching on YouTube. And 3-6-3-2 is the dice set. Dice out. And we have another 2-3-5, Justice 5. So we switched over to that cousin two set, and they're giving a little bit favorable results. We are getting a 3 or 4 on top on each of the rolls since we switched over. And that's a good sign going forward so far. That was an implosion on that left dice, so that was 1 dice off on that left again. Primary on the right side. So 3-6-3-2, cousin two set. We'll stick with that. We are going to go pressure. Normally I would go 27 across pressure. This time we're going to go 54 across pressure. So we're going to double it up. So that brings $50 on a 5, 4, 5, 9, and 10, 60 on at 8. And we will go another $15 pass line odds on that. On the pass line, so we have $30 in odds. Good morning, SJ. Are you back home from Vegas yet, or are you still down in Vegas? And we'll go dice out here. 3-6-3-2. Dice are not comfortable, let's regrip them, and that is one of the things that I am working on. Getting that feeling down, and then regripping if they're not decent. So dice out. And we got out of this shooter this time. We have a 4-4 heart 8 square pair. So we leveled up, and that helped us get some money back. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our normal original betting plan. So that way we got a little bit of extra money brought back. So we have $96 brought back. We're going to bring our bets down. And we're going to go 66 inside, and then we'll start trend betting up here from now, or from here. So we actually have $78 on the table because of that $30 pass line bet. We have 15 on the 5 and 9. We got 18 on that 8. That was a double pitch on both sides, so there's a primary on the bottom side. 3-6-3-2 is the dice that we're going to stick with. That is working out well for us. We've had a 3 or 4 on top on each of the last 3 rolls, and that's what we were hoping for. So we'll all bet set here. Dice out. Still in Vegas, okay. So I think Big AZ's event just wrapped up last night, though, I think. I'm not sure about that, but dice out. Slightly long in that landing zone. We got a 6-4-10. Waylon's best friend weighing it in, Daddy Joe. So it sounds like from the reports, the minimal reports I'd seen come out, it sounds like it was a bag of mixed results. We had a couple of decent throws. I heard that Scott Buddha threw a good roll. I heard that Blackburn threw a good shot, got a 50 roller, and he got his jacket, I guess. I heard that Alfredo had a couple good shots, so that 10 did nothing for us because we're not on the outside, we're only on the inside, so we're going to keep the bets the same. That was a single pitch on that left die, double pitch on the right die, so that was a single pitch ultimately of the dice. So we'll stick with the 3-6-3-2 and go all bets set. And knock on wood, we got further on in this shooter than we did the first 2. But this is an example of how you can change, read the dice and watch what the dice are doing that you can hopefully change the sets around just slightly to hopefully prolong your roll. So dice out. And that's assuming that everything else stays consistent. We have a 5-3-8. I will analyze this dice result, but I don't like the way that the dice landed and rolled off to the right. We have 5-3-8, so that would be box hit now that we got down off or out of the shooter past break even. So we're going to make that 8 look like $30. So 117 brought back to the rack. We have 90 in the table right now. That was an implosion on that left die. That was a primary on the right die, so that's a safe result. Well, again, we'll go 3-6-3-2. It definitely was a roller coaster, he says. Okay. So you have sessions today and tomorrow. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, I thought they were wrapping it up, but that is very cool. I know when you guys go down there, Big AZ has quite a few sessions planned, and he does all his filming so that way he has content for a while afterwards. So that was something I wish I could do. Dice out. A little bit high on a trajectory, but we have a 5-4 hard 9 Big Daddy Mac. So 5-4-9. Again, that left dice went off axis. Again, we have a 4 showing, so that is a good sign. That left one went, what did that left one do? It exploded, and the right one double pitched. So if your dice are double pitching, in the chat, put which dice set you should not use if you're double pitching on a consistent basis. Good morning, Jason. And we threw a 9, so we're going to make that 9 look like 25. We'll make the 9 and 5 look like 25. So that way we're at that 110 inside bet level. 138 brought back to rack 110 on the table. And all bet set. 3-6-3-2. So which dice set should you not use if you're consistently double pitching? Dice out. Again, a little bit long in that line zone. We got lucky. We have a 2-2 hard for the Ian double deuce. Or the 2-2, let's go on a cruise. Brian from Holy Roller, who is on the allure of the seas right now with Jeremy from Colorado. Again, we have nothing on that 4, so that did nothing. I will try to see if I can, Uncle Hoko, I'll see if I can set that up differently tomorrow and see if we can get that to work for you guys. I thought when I originally set it up that it was set up for unlimited rebuys, but apparently it was not. But there's nothing I can do about it right now because I'm in mid-show, and I would have to shut that table down, open a new table, and kind of a big deal for me to do that while I'm going live here. But we got EF Sue checking in. Good morning. And we got all bets set here. That last one was a 4, did nothing for my bets, so we'll call that all bets set. Dice out. I wonder if Crapsee resets that after a little bit, because I could have swore I had a little bit of rebuys here. Dice out. Ooh, that dice landed as it stopped, and that's usually not a good sign, and that it was not. We have a 2-5 Bruce. So that is hopefully not a repeatable thing, so we're not going to analyze that. We're going to stick with that 3-6-3-2, but that is the end of this roll. We've had, that one got to 9 long, so that was starting to get to acceptable stages in my opinion. 3-6-3-2. And we did not do much for recovery. We only brought $28 back above and beyond. So we're at even $2,000 on the bankroll. And that means that we are down $189 so far for the day. I'm not going to play any line bets this time. I'm just going to roll it out, and then I will put stuff up. Good morning, Marble Fork. Just listening in. I will not play a line bet here, but I will play my bets after I get a point established like I normally was. So let's go all bets set here and dice out. And I think I'm going to actually do a slightly different betting scheme when I get the point established here. So 3, 6, 3, 2. Here we go. And we have 2, 6, 8, Duracell 8. Dice bounced and hit that wall, and it bounced right back. But Duracell says go out, support free live craps. $24 people watching here on YouTube right now. And we're going to switch it up just a little bit. We're going to go with the 150 bet level right now. So that's going to be 110 on the inside. And that's going to be $20 buy bets on the 4 and 10. So that way we have all the numbers covered on the box numbers. And that was an implosion on that right die. That was an implosion on the left die. So that was a double implosion of the dice. We'll go back to the 3, 6, 3, 2, which that is a safe result, that double implosion, but I don't like it when both dice go off axis like that. So let's go all bets set here and dice out. So we have $150 on the table right now. Eight is the point. Dice out. A little short on that landing zone, and just not my day, guys. This is about the time that I would cash her in. I would take a break. I would take a walk. I would go home. I would do something different. But we are going to keep on rolling here on the table for your entertainment and my ridiculous shooting practice right now. So we had 2 short rolls, almost approaching decent roll, and then a 0.7 out. So what do we do for our results? Let's go back to the 3, 2, 3, 6, which is the cousin one set. That was obviously a warning sign on that last throw. Again, we're not going to do any line bets. And we'll call that all bet set here. Dice out. I'm going to adjust my stance a little bit, I think, and see if that helps a little bit to get that consistency down here. Dice out. And we got a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. And what I'm doing with what I just did to adjust my stance, and I did this yesterday, and it helped me a little bit also, is normally when I'm sitting up at the table, I have it so that my hip/stomach area is resting up against the table. And all I did is I just put a slight bend in my knees, and that allowed me to lean in a little bit harder into the table to kind of pull myself in tight. But that was a double pitch on both sides. So it was a primer in the bottom, 3, 6, or 3, 2, 3, 6. Again, we were going to go, we'll try that 150 across again, which is 110 on the inside, and 20 on a 4 and 10. And again, like I said, if I was in the regular casino, I would be taking a break right now, because at the current moment, we're down about a little over $300. So we'll go all bets set here. Dice out. Guys, stop betting on me. Here we go. 6 fun. Oh my God. How can we go from having a really good day yesterday shooting to absolute meltdown crap on the next day. Unreal. And yesterday I was tired. I was up for 27 hours by the end of the show. Today I got some sleep yesterday, so it shouldn't be that way today, but it is what it is. We're going to try one more shooter here. If we don't get anything out of this next shooter, we're going to probably wrap it up for the day. Why practice bad results when we don't need to? So, oh my God. I'm going to do this one. So I know we're practicing the 3V dice set. Let's just do a little bit of rhythm rolling. We're just going to go simplified rhythm rolling. We'll start off with the 3, 2, 3, 6, and then we're just going to rhythm roll through the cross sixes and 2Vs and 3Vs dice sets. And this is something I said I wasn't going to do in the beginning here because we're practicing the 3V dice set, but I kind of have analyzing the 3V dice set down pretty well as far as knowing what the dice are doing one day give a result. So again, let's do this one. So I'm gonna really push it out here. We're gonna go 555 on the ATS. We're gonna go $20 pass line bet. We're gonna go $3 on the craps check, and we'll call it all bet set. Dice out. So we're gonna start rhythm rolling here. Just tell the cocktail lady to leave, says the F. Good morning, Danny. Puck off. Okay, 3, 2, 3, 6. Here we go. Slightly long in that line zone, we have a 2, 4, 6. Kevin the Carpenter, 2x4. So I'm not going to analyze the dice. We're just going to pull them back. We're going to rhythm roll it. And I will explain really quick what we do with the rhythm rolling here. We're going to stick with that cousin 1 set. Let's ladder up now the 150. So we're going to go with the 300 across bet level. So that's going to be 220 on the inside. And that's going to be $40 buy bet on the 4 and 10. And that actually gives us $275 because of that ATS and because of the $20 pass line bet. So let's go all bets set here. So rhythm rolling, we take the 2-4 result, we roll back towards us. The 4 is on the front this side, so we'll put it on the inside on that one. We have the 2 on the front on this one, so we'll put that on the inside of the right side. So that gives us a cross sixes on top, 6-2, 6-4, dice out. Ooh, short on the landing zone again, guys. Wow. When have you ever seen me do this, guys? 0.7 out, 0.7 out, 0.7 out, 9, 0.7 out, 0.7 out, 0.7 out. Wow. That's all I got to say is wow. So this is our last day on this table. I'm going to redo the table so people can get in. Good morning, Kevin. So if you're just joining in here, guys, we have got 3.7 outs, 4.7 outs, I think, a 3 and a 9. So just miserable, miserable. 3, 2, 3, 6. And let's actually do this one. So let's go with the cousin 2 set rhythm rolling this time and see if that changes things around a little bit. No line bets, 17 people playing Crapsee. I would imagine everybody's numbers have gone down substantially if you're playing. Seth is up there yet. Wow, okay, that's awesome. Mad Dog is playing. You guys must be playing the dark side on me here. And Waylon is doing well as well. Trying all 7 set. I could try that once. Let's go with 5, 4, 2, 3. Let's try that one once and see. Yeah, let's try that once. 5, 4, 2, 3 dice set. Go all bets set here. Dice out. They stick cross at the end. We have a 2, 6, 8, Duracell 8. Go out, support free live craps, and preferably somebody who knows how to throw dice better. So 8 will be our point. This will be our last time on this table, so let's just go gangbusters. And just so you guys know, I'm going to go gangbusters here. This is not the blue collar craps way of playing here, but we're going to go 450 across now. So that's going to be 330 on the inside. That's going to be 60 on the 60 on that 4 and 10. So 450 across. And what we go with? We went with the 5, 4, 2, 3. And we'll go all bet set. Face out. Yeah, when all else fails, let's go with the TST. I have not been successful with that TST set, Kevin. I'm still doing the par style grip. I'm still going to try to do controlled toss, even though I have all 7 set. And the TST does use an all 7 set. I know that. And we got a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. Watch this be like a 50 roller. Unfortunately, though, and I'm just deviating a little bit here, guys. Unfortunately, though, with the black belt, we have it set up so the first 2,000 throws on this level is going to be, majority of those will be that the 3V, and then the next 2,000 will be the 2V, and then the 2,000 after that will be the cross sixes, and then the 4,000 after that will be the advanced rhythm rolling. So 5, 4, 2, 3. We're just going to stick with this all 7s here. And that was our point. That was a Buckeye buckshot, by the way. So we made a point of 8. We hit the 8. And again, we're not doing any line bets here. So when we come back, what we're going to do, once we get a point established, we're going to do it's supposed to do 32 across on the first level, so that would be 96 across increase. Our pressure will do once we get a new point established. So 5, 4, 2, 3, dice out. A little bit short in the landing zone. We have a 2, 6, 8. And that is a Duracell 8. So that is 3 8s in a row. So you can't say that I'm not throwing consistently today, because I was consistently throwing 7s. Now I'm consistently throwing 8s. So the repeatability is there. So we're going to go 96 across pressure. And then we're going to look for one hit here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come down and we're going to go with 60 on the outside then. So that way we kind of did a little bit of recovery here if we can get another hit on this. 5, 4, 2, 3, which is all 7 set, and we'll go dice out. And there's tons of different all 7 sets that you guys can use. This is just one that I happen to pick right now. Dice out. And we have a 5, 5 hard 10, the Old Bay Bushel. So finally, we got a shooter that we got out of, and finally, we got a shooter that we actually did a little bit of recovery on. So we recovered quite a bit on this one. We brought back to the rack $251 right now. So now we're going to bring our bets down, and we're going to go back to our original strategy, which would have been 60 on the outside or 66 on the inside. I also have the strategy set up that if I wanted to, instead of going 60 on the outside, I can go, I'm going to go 60 on the outside. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, oops, I screwed that one up. 60 on the outside. And then I'm going to pick up an $18 6. And we'll call that bet all set there. So there we go. Good morning, Craig, checking in. And we get Cajun Craps checking in as well. 5423. And if you guys are just joining in and you've not been here the last couple of days, or you've not listened to John 2 days ago and the day before, I am collecting chips from all the people out there. I know, Craig, you've sent me one already, but I'm also looking for an extra chip so I can include that into the table build. So if you guys have players' chips that you trade, if you've not given me one yet, please send over 2 of them. Good morning, Durso. Please send over 2 of them, one for my personal collection and then one for the new table build. And I will definitely send you one in return that I had gotten in a couple weeks ago here. So, dice out. And we got another 268 Duracell 8. So then 8 is a very, very, very strong number here. And that is another point hit. Unfortunately, we did not have any money on there because we were not doing any pass line bets. So that was no help for us. And changing to that all 7 sets so far needs to, thank you, Craig, that would be awesome. And I got a few chits to pay off, I do. Chits or shits? So let's go, all bets hitter. We get 19 people on Crapsee, 21 people watching, 13 likes. And I'm surprised there's not more thumbs down because of the rowing that we did today. Let's go all bets set here and dice out. And we have Magic Aces, 112. And that is on the come out. So that was fine for me because I didn't have any pass line bet at all. 5423. So that would have been an implosion. That was a drift of the dice. It drifted left on that one. Yeah, we're going all bets set here. Dice out. And we have a 5-5 heart 10, the old Bay Bushel. So we've thrown that 3 or 4 times today already. That's a primer on the left side. And that would have been a double pitch on the left. That was a double pitch of the dice there. So 5, 4, 2, 3. And that was a double pitch of the dice. So we're on that 10. Let's pick up the 8 now for 18. So that we're at 96 across, and we're just going to go from there. And we'll go all bet set here. Dice out. And we got a 516, the KitchenAid mixer. So we're going to be able to pressure this now. Let's pressure both the 6 and 8 up to $30. So we got a 5-1. So we're going to drop in $3 to get to that point. And come on. I think my batteries and my mouse are starting to die because it's hard to click around on there. So again, 5, 4, 2, 3, and dice out. Come on, mouse, start working. I don't want to be another casualty on YouTube with the mouse flying across the room because it's not working. Too many people have done that already. Dice out. Here we go. Dice split apart when I left my fingers just slightly, but we have the Ace Deuce Alfredo sauce. Get a little bit of sauce, eh? That's a number I really have not thrown a lot lately. And the Mid-Mo-Yo, the sister number, I've not done much of lately either. Yesterday, I think I threw that once, and I threw the Ace Deuce a couple times, but not too many. So that was no help for us. 2, 5, 4, 2, 3. Oh, wow, guys, we got another green number up there, so that's awesome to see. Lazy Dog says he's not on the ATS, so watch it hit now. Wouldn't that be the shits, huh? Or, as you said, the chits. So, dice up. 5, 4, 2, 3. All 7s. And we have a 2, 4, 6. The Kevin the Carpenter 2x4 again. So this set is definitely giving me lots of 6s and 8s. So I am definitely, you can't say that I'm not throwing consistently today. Although the consistency of results were not that great. So when we had all the short rolls, that the 7s were coming way too often on that. So let's go to $42 on the 6 and 8. And then we're going to have to start collecting here in just a little bit. Get a little bit more when I brought back. 307 brought back so far, 144 on the table. 5, 4, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll call it all bet set. And we have 1, 3, 4. Joe from Crapsee Journey. That throw, the trajectory was a little bit low, so it was kind of a flat throw, a little bit higher energy. I'm surprised the dice didn't actually roll off the back wall a little bit further than what they did. So 5, 4, 2, 3 again. That was a 4, so we're going to make that 4 and 10 look like $25. So we're 164 on a table. Still at $15 and at 5 and 9. We got 4 and 10 at 25 each. We got 6 and 8 at 42 each. And all bet set. Stick with the all 7 set. Ooh, I kind of pulled it left a little bit, guys, and we got lucky. We have a 5, 6 Mid-Mo-Yo. So what I'm finding is that if my landing zone is on, we're getting that 6 and 8. If the landing zone is off, we're getting the 2 or the 3 or the 11. So sister numbers on both results for the most part. So that was no help for us on that throw as far as the bets go. So we're going to get her going right away. There's 20 people playing on Crapsee. You guys, if you are new to my channel, make sure that you do check the channel out and consider subscribing if you would. Somebody must have mentioned my channel in the last day or two because my number, my subscriber count has soared the last 2 days. Normally I get about 3 or 4 people a day, and I've gotten almost 20 people just in the last 2 days subscribed to my channel, and I have no idea why. So kind of neat if I knew that reason, but I know that other people are getting a ton of people because they're doing their vertical feeds, and I'm not doing that at all. So all bet set this out. And we have a 3, 2, 5, Justice 5. So we finally hit a 5 on this roll. Oh, that was a small, guys. We just hit the small. They're talking about that in the chat, about how if you can hit the ATS size, a rhythm roller, that's usually not a good sign because that means you're not consistent. But my dice have been pretty consistent here. So we got the small hit. And that will be $25 on the 5 and 9. We're going to pressure up to. Now we're at that 160 across, except the 6 and 8 is at a $42 level. Lazy dog goes, told you, don't play the ATS and you'll hit it. I'm not playing the ATS right now either. I played it in the last shooter and we got stumped. But he's leaving before he yells at me. That's funny. So all we need to get that tall is the 9 and 12. Let's see if we can knock it off. 5, 4, 2, 3. Dice out. We got a KitchenAid mixer, 516. So we're going to make that 6 look like $60 now. So we're not going to do a sister press this time. So we're just going to bring that 6 up to $60. And that gives us 404 brought back to table, 202 on the table. I'm sorry, 404 back to rack, 202 on the table, 5423. And all bets set. So we did deviate off the black belt level for this last shooter here, and it's proving to work for us. I split apart when I left my fingers, guys. We have magic aces. 112. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. And that's a repeater win on that, on the aces. That was a terrible throw, by the way. The dice kind of stuck to my fingers when they were released. 5, 4, 2, 3. We're going on a heater. This is a heater, everyone. 20 people on Crapsee. We're looking for that 9 and 12 so we can hit the ATS and show that we're as random as hell today. But no, our bets are actually been, our rolls have actually been very consistent. So it's out. Oh, that left one stuck, guys, and that would be the end of the roll. 5, 2, 7. And that is an ouch. So that is a Bruce. Do not become shark bait. So we'll get that entered in Crapsee. I'm going to show you the statistics because good and bad, I show statistics and I show you transparency in the channel here. Although I am a little bit embarrassed of results that you're going to see today. So we've got 7 shooters today. We had a 16 and a 9. The rest of them were a 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, and a 2, and a 2, and a 2, and a 2. 5.3 SOR today, 5.3 SRR. So I had no come out 7s. That's kind of unique, considering we had, that's because we did all those 0.7 outs essentially. But our strong number today was obviously that 8. The 7 was only one above expected though. And the 10 had a little bit of legs also there. So looking at our black belt statistics, and this is through the end of yesterday. We had 789 throws in on black belt. We have a 9.77 SOR, 6.99 SRR, and a 6.63 BSR. So that's not really too far below what my goals are set on the bottom right side of the screen there. So. But anyhow, let's go back to the screen here. Lazy dog goes, nice roll, thank you. Full finger up, everyone. I don't know what that one. But anyhow, that was brutal, Buckeye says on Kick's side. And I agree with you. He goes, way to hang in there, Joe. Guys got to work through it. Again, like I said, if I was in the real casino, I would have been out of there. I would have been definitely in the position where I would not have been putting more money out. I would have taken a break or left the casino at that point. But anyhow, hey guys, thanks for sticking in with me today. Thanks for showing up. I hope to see you guys back tomorrow. And we'll be going again. Tomorrow is Thursday, so we'll be going again at 8 o'clock Central Time. But hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a great day. Be safe and be prosperous.